Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. It's Tuesday, but in my hands is one of this week's releases. It's Daredevil #1, which I have to admit is one of my more anticipated comics of the early part of this year, partially because of the creative teams. Chip Zdarsky writing, Marco Checchetto is the artist, Sonny Go is the colorist, Clayton Cowles is the letterer, and part of the reason is that Chip Zdarsky is writing it. Zdarsky, I generally love his writing. I love the stuff he does. I love his writing, just all of it. Like, really great writer. I think one of the best comic creators out there right now. He really seems to get a lot of characters. However, a lot of what I think he's known for and what I know him for is on things to be on more of the humorous end of things. I haven't really read a lot of his serious stuff. So, going into this, I wasn't sure if he could write Daredevil, which is much more of a serious nature. It's character. It's all about his Catholicism and guilt and religion and how he balances his life and vigilantism. And it's an interesting. It's a really good first issue. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's a really, really good first issue. Any worry that I had about Zdarsky doing this is gone within the first few pages. Charles Soule, who's the past writer, brought a lot of energy to the character and did a hell of a job. Zdarsky's take, it's a fresh start, which is fantastic. This is absolutely a fresh start because where things were left off. This is Matt kind of reassessing his life and figuring out exactly what he wants to do and how he wants to pursue things. So absolutely fresh start. So anyone can go. But Zdarsky dives in and really focuses on the Catholic aspect of Daredevil. It is all in there, put out there. It's absolutely fantastic and super well done. And how it's laid out. And this is an extra large issue. This is a pretty big issue at $4.99. Like this is a thick one for $4.99. I'm actually kind of happy with the size and the price on this one. The balance between Matt's past, his present, his Catholicism, his trying to be a superhero, what happened to him kind of recovering, like all that is in there, and it is so good. I mean, this really is a superhero back to basics, having to kind of learn everything again. He's not going out and fighting supervillains. This is Daredevil trying to just get the basics down of fighting thugs in an alley. And I think that's a really cool niche that we don't see very often, and I think out of every character, Daredevil works really well. He's also added some really interesting aspects as far as him growing up, and his Catholicism, and his religion, his figuring out right and wrong, and like all that stuff I think ties together and creates like a really interesting take on the character, and honestly a very right take on the character. This is an issue that is a back to basics and kind of almost a treatise of where Zdarsky sees the character. So story is absolutely fantastic. Art is also top-notch. This really reminds me back in the Guardian Devil days. I think it was Joe Quesada that did that art. This for some reason reminds me of this. I was reading through this, and it kept on hitting me of like this just style and look really seems familiar. And that's what I keep them coming back to. Whether or not others will agree with me, I don't know. And it's been a really long time since I've read that. So, I'm not exactly going through and checking out my old copies to see, but for some reason, that's just what I kept on coming to, art style and what it reminded me of. Agree, disagree, whatever, it's just, that's the memory that it was bringing up. I think the art's top-notch as far as that. There's also a backup story, also by Zdarsky, who does the art, and it's just really, really, all this is well done. This was an issue I was really kind of fascinated to see what was bringing to the table, and I'm all in on this series. Like, this is fantastic. Pull list, absolutely great. Get it. Top-notch stuff. Probably one of the best released this week of comics. So go check it out. I highly recommend it. $4.99, and you do get a fairly thick comic. So I think it's worth it. So out this Wednesday in comic book shops. You can go get it February 6th. Go support your comic shop. There's a link beneath this video. You put in your zip code, tell if a shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We've got some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so you get a small percentage of that by doing that. You help support our site, though. But go support the comic shops first and foremost. Site's fine. We don't need the money. I want to thank Marvel for hooking us up with the review copy. We always appreciate it. We like to be transparent when we get stuff for free, and thank you for watching. Now, if you're into Daredevil, Marvel, comics in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.